towns that we have and how well it's looking. And it's no wonder it was voted the best place to live in Ireland. Some of the projects I was very pleased with was the housing for single dads and immigrants, and also the playground for the leisure centre, the storage treatment works, the leisure centre. I'm working and being the instigator of the footpath from Yardmore Road to Redclare Cross Road, which was 6 years ago, which was promised made. The engineer at the time, Paul Philbin, put up the signs and said it will be done whenever we get the money. So I was delighted that it was done. We had bad times too in the council in the past. I remember tough times here, like there was not maybe as much money as there is now. And Brendan Roy mentioned earlier when all the people to go to Castlebar to be housed. I remember we had no water in this town. And that was before the days of the disposable nappies, and the women would have to put the nappies into the buckets and wash them and clean them, and all the women decided that they would come down and protest at the council meeting down below in Castlebar, where your office is now, came down with their buckets of dirty nappies down to the council office in a protest. So anyways, eventually we got the water from Moher Lake, which was very good. We had some good times too. And people talk about when you go away and when you go on study tours and all of that, call them junkets. I've never called them junkets. I think they were study tours. And we went to many places. Slovenia, which we created great friendships with. We went to America, to the west part of the world. We were in the north, in the Nevada. And all those places makes good relationships, and people come back every now and again and they visit Westport. And let's hope that will continue for the future. We'll see now I hope that the memorabilia from this office and the chain is taken to the new offices, the civic offices, and put in a special place in those offices to remember the town council, so that people in the future will be able to say there was a town council, there are the photographs of it. These are the different things they got. And maybe add to it, like by maybe putting up extra things that would tell you, like, about the Slovenians, about the Nevada people, about the Westports of the world, just something short of the various associations we had throughout our time here. I never worked in my life with so many wonderful people, staff and councillors in the past, and I made many friends. And I'm delighted now, in the last few years, I go back in the last maybe 15 years or thereabouts, we've had good managers like Paula Hughes, Peter Hines, and now Martin Keating. We're very blessed to have them, and they were very good managers. I'd like to say that I mentioned in the Wyatt Hotel about the 3 people who made it to national limelight. That was Seamus Hughes, Patrick Durkin, and Michael Rain. 3 members of this town council. And I'm delighted today that we have 3 other members who've made it to the Municipal District Council. Teresa Maguire, Brenda McCoy, and Christy Island. And I'd say to them, you have a very hard job in front of you. You are nothing like the town council. It will be much more difficult. You will need a large area to cover. And I know it all covers well, but it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, particularly when you hold it down a full-time job. It's not going to be easy. But I wish you all the best of luck in it. And I know you'll be very successful. To my council colleagues, I'd say it was a pleasure serving with you. We always enjoyed the meetings and maybe the socialising afterwards. And, we didn't ever fall out badly.
Never.
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 I'd like to thank all the people who constantly voted me over the 40 years, both at County Council and Town Council. And I want to thank you, Chairman, for your kindness in this last year. I'd like to thank our Town Clerk, Rosemary and Claire Ryan. to Patrick, Simon and Dermot, Eamon O'Malley, our traffic wardens, and all the staff of the council, both indoor and outdoor. A sincere thank you. I'd like to commiserate with Austin Francis O'Malley and John. Austin Francis and John, they came in 10 years ago, and we formed a very good friendship. And when they got control of the council, we were down the dumps. They gave nothing to Fianna Fáil at county level. They were given nothing, they said, but Austin Francis said to me one day, he said, you will look at here at this area before this term is out. And so to his word, himself and John proposed and seconded me this year of the council at local level. And I thank them for that. The two men, honourable men, Austin Francis, did so much work out in his work that he's been complimented. And he was a gentleman at all times, and also John. So that's all I have to say. I want to thank my husband, Cecil, very much endeared with, putting up with me for that 40 years. When I wasn't at home and when I was at home. It's very difficult to say, run your house as a woman. Different from you, men, you have someone to iron the shirt maybe, or hang up the suit, or the women have to do it all and still get out on the road. But anyway, the abolition of the town council, I won't say anything about that. It was just thanks to Mr. Hogan for his foolhardy work. And that's it. Thank you all very much. Thank you for your nice words to me this evening.